Hey, this is Sully for Antisocial News Body Count Report for Tuesday, October the 17th, 2017. And today is Victory Day in Marawi. So, this is a very exciting day. Um, Marawi in Lanao del Sur in the Maranao area has been uh, freed from the Islamic State allegiant organization known as Malta, and it's all over the news in the Philippines. This is pretty pretty exciting day, and I've been just loving reading the news stories out of here. I'm gonna have several linked. I've already done a special report for the channel regarding this. So I will link to my own video on that, and there is a separate link list. But yes, Duterte declares Marawi free of the ISIS-linked Maute group with the death of Omar Maute, and so there's going to be a few of these links here. Now, it's not all over because there's still the money man behind the Maute group. So Malaysian backer. So we're gonna keep an eye on this story, and also this isn't the end of fighting Islamic extremism in Mindanao. There's still the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters. And the army seizes guns and explosives from them today. So this is a big day for the armed forces of the Philippines in their battle against Islamic terror in Mindanao, and the local Muslim leaders are working with the federal government to defeat Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters and the remnants of the low-life pirate group Abu Sayyaf, which are still active in the waters around Mindanao. Moving on to the Middle East, Islamic State cleared from Syria's Raqqa. This is a bad day to be allegiant to the Caliphate of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, because they are just losing on all fronts. Check out some of these pictures and links. This is reporting from Ynet News. It's a raucous scene there, and it's sort of funny. A lot of these places, people get rid of ISIS, and the civilians get to go back to leading their moderate lives. I'll never forget seeing one of the towns in Iraq, I believe, that was freed from ISIS, and the men went out and shaved their beards in the street. They had like a beard shaving party because they didn't like having to grow out their beards to follow Islamic law. Even though they themselves were Muslim, they still didn't want to be that adherent. So, moving on to a tragic story out of Afghanistan. And we have suicide bombers and gunmen kill 71 in attacks on Afghan forces. This is a pretty shocking situation. The Taliban is apparently responsible for this attack. And we're looking at dozens of casualties. So, just sort of one after another. So, pretty horrific. We'll keep an eye on this situation. Hopefully there's going to be a serious backlash towards the Taliban. I mean, these groups are out of their time now. So I mean, this is absolutely disgusting. We are going to move on. This story is out of Times of India, and there is a link in the description of this video, so check that out. And Times of India is wonderful. They even have highlight links, so you can jump to find out more about the items that you're looking at, the proper noun, some of the proper nouns within the story. Mazar-e-Sharif, you can click on that, and it shows you other stories attached to that. But it's Times of India. Moving on, we have a cool story out of Ars Technica. I'd like to thank an acquaintance who turned me on to Ars Technica. I jumped on there and instantly saw a story about military using privatized space to get around, which pretty awesome. Like I always point out, fighting for your life doesn't always mean violently. Sometimes it means powerful defense. And this is a really cool story to show the relationship with the Air Force and the high-end space world. So, if you want to lighten up and nerd out, check out this Ars Technica story. And just once again, I gotta say, I gotta give, I just mad props, AFP, Armed Forces of the Philippines, good job. I am going to be putting a link in this to follow up on a story out of Israel regarding the Palestinian agreement between Hamas and Fatah, and a follow-up on the story about the blogger, the reporter who was killed in a car bomb in Malta. So check the link list for those. Today's news out of the Philippines, just I'm just kind of overwhelmed. It's just so cool to see a story that I've been following for so long get so much attention from the world. I also found a really cool video through the National Rifle Association's YouTube account, NRA TV, and they have a really cool video on the conflict in the Marawi region. So I'm gonna put that in the link list as well. So you're gonna get a really full link list attached to this video. I really hope everybody checks it out, likes. If I have enlightened you to a story, I think I earned a like or a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. This is a daily upload, and I've got a lot of plans for this channel. So I really want you along for the ride here. And this is Sully for antisocialnews.com. Stay safe, everybody.